Meeting will come to order, and we ask our witnesses to take seats, which you've already done. The committee is considering the nomination of Mr. Alan Schaefer to be Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for Acquisition and Sustainment, Veronica Dago to be Assistant Secretary of Defense for Readiness, Robert McMahon, who will have a more elaborate introduction shortly, to be Assistant Secretary of Defense for Sustainment, Dr. Casey Wardinsky to be Assistant Secretary of the Army for Manpower and Reserve Affairs, Mr. Alex Beeler to be the Assistant Secretary of the Army for Energy Installations and Environment. We thank you for joining us this morning. We welcome you to introduce your families as you are recognized to speak. And it's standard for the committee to ask certain required questions. And so I'm going to do that now, and if you just audibly say yes or no, then we'll get through it quickly. To each one of you, have you adhered to applicable laws and regulations governing conflicts of interest?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, all right. Will you ensure that your staff complies with deadlines established for requested communications, including questions for the record in hearings?
Yes. Yes.
Will you cooperate in providing witnesses and briefers in response to congressional requests?
Yes.
Yes.
Will those witnesses be protected from reprisal for their testimony or briefings?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you agree, if confirmed, to appear and testify upon request before this committee?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you agree to provide documents, including copies of electronic forms of communication in a timely manner when requested by a duly constituted committee, or to consult with the committee regarding the basis for any good faith delay or denial in providing such documents?
Yes.
Yes.
And lastly, have you assumed any duties or undertaken any actions which would appear to presume the outcome of the confirmation process?
No.
No.
Okay, that's a good one. You've all been nominated to serve in the Department of Defense at a great important moment in our history, and National Defense Strategy places focus on the great power competition with China and Russia. This is something that I will be asking specific questions about, something that the American people are not aware of, that it's been happening over the last 10 years. So we have a lot to talk about, and I look forward to it. And we recognize Senator Reed.